Welcome to MAAT University, or MU as we call it. Thanks for signing up for one of our online webinars sponsored by the Help Center, Inc. Your $10 donation will help provide food, water, shelter, safety, and health services to those in need. I'm Dr. Malo, and this is the MAAT Health and Wellness Center. This is the 12 Steps Plus One Road to Recovery program. This 12-step program is your personal road to recovery. We call this the holistic approach because it involves your body, mind, and soul. Now there are 12 steps broken down into 3 phases with 4 steps within each phase. The program involves head knowledge, real-life experience, and direct application. Anything less is a waste of time. As a reminder from the introductory video, our addiction, everyone's addiction, is money. As we stated in the introductory video, some addictions are so strong and so controlling and so habit-forming that they can only be alleviated through graduated and substitutionary means. Well, money is one of those. Well, let's look at how we got here. Money has been the motive behind most of the wars of the past 2,000 years and funded by the bankers, often funding both sides for maximum profit and control. Most people are under the incorrect assumption that money is a consequence of human evolution and thousands of years of barter and trade. As hard as this may be for some people to accept, that is an incorrect assumption. Now, meticulous scrutiny of our human history shows very clearly that money was introduced several thousand years ago by a small group of royal political elite as the supreme tool of control and enslavement of the masses. Since the very first introduction of money, this small group of very powerful individuals have controlled the printing and supply of money and thereby control the events on planet Earth. These are your cartels. The financial institutions are your dealers and all the corporations are your pushers. These are quotes from Michael Tellinger, founder of the One Small Town. Let's listen to some of these voices of money addiction. You may have said it or heard it said. The safest way to double your money is to fold it over and put it in your pocket. Ken Hubbard. I don't like money, actually, but it quiets my nerves. Joe Lewis. I have enough money to last me the rest of my life, unless I buy something. Jackie Mason. Money talks, but mine usually says, bye Felicia, and mine usually says, bye Dr. Malo. A bank account is like a plant. You have to water it with deposits or it dies. I'm not rich, I'm just financially challenged. And money can't buy happiness, but it can buy me ice cream, and that's pretty close. So let's see what we actually spend. According to Capital One Shopping Research, as of May 30th, 2024, this is how it breaks down. The global credit card transactions in 2023 total $724 billion, $98 billion per day, $82.6 million per hour, $1.3 million per minute, and 22,950 transactions per second. That's just for credit cards. The average U.S. cardholder makes 251 credit card transactions per year, or 1 transaction every 1 3/4 days. What about the total nationwide 2023 transactions? Well, 1,708 per second, 102,452 per minute, 6,147,136 per hour, 147,531,266 per day, 1,035,556,001 per week, 4,487,409,339 per month, 13,462,228,018 per quarter, and 53,848,912,070 transactions per year. So how are we spending our time? Let's say 1 second is equal to $1. So that's 1 second of our life is equal to $1. The average lifespan is considered to be 70 years. Some people live more, some less, but that would be 132,451,200,000 seconds or dollars. Our average daily activities: 6 hours sleeping on average, 551,880,000. 4 hours for meals. Eating, drinking, recycling, it probably includes planning, cooking, 367,920,000. 9 hours working, or some of us call it slaving, but $827,820,000 or seconds. 1 hour dealing with money matters, paying bills, etc., 91,980,000. 1 hour child rearing or family time, 91,980,000. 1 hour for recreation, fun time, entertainment, sex, 91,980,000. So the total used up for each year, 2,115,540,000 dollars or seconds. But the total actual time spent for 70 years, $148,087,800,000 or cents. The actual. But the real balance, take that lifespan subtracted from the amount spent we came up with, we're in a deficit of $15,636,600,000. That means you've actually lost 7 total years. So the actual number of lifetime years is reduced to 63. So let's look at where we're headed. So once we are well, we will have no more need for the products that they produce. So they are committed to doing everything and saying anything to make sure we need and want their products. And as we stated in the introductory video, most people go their whole lifetime not feeling well and never understanding the cause. They unknowingly pass this addiction on to the children. However, we're doing something about it. So let's begin. Each week we'll deal with an important aspect of our lives, which, believe it or not, aids in the road to recovery from money addiction. Phase 1, that's week 1 through 4. Phase 1 will be 4 weeks of self-work that involves assigned short readings, videos, exercises, and self-reflection through personal journal writing. So here's step 1. This is the biggest step, the first step. Week 1, honesty. This week's topic is honesty. This is the first step on the road to recovery. It's important to be honest with ourselves and then honest with those around us. But let's think for a moment and ask these 7 questions. Do I really have all the money I want? Do I want all the money I have? How much money do I really need? Do I need all the things I think I want? What do I do with my money? How much time do I actually spend with money? And lastly, what would I do if money were no object? Did you answer those questions honestly? Let's see what Courtney Cameron has to say on the subject.
Humans are masters of self-deception. We fool ourselves into believing things that are false, and we refuse to believe things that are true. I was in graduate school when I really started delving into the topic of self-deception, and it rocked my world. I saw it everywhere, in everyone. We lie to ourselves about the smallest details, such as how much we really ate today, and why we didn't list our actual height and weight on our driver's license. We lie to reflect our aspirational goals. I'll only have 1 glass of wine tonight, when I know that I'm drinking at least 3. We lie to uphold social ideals. I never have sexual thoughts about anyone except my spouse, because that wouldn't be acceptable. We lie about our most important life choices, such as why we married who we did or chose a given career path. Unfortunately, for all the romantics out there, love is rarely the full motivation for those choices. Nowhere was self-deception more obvious than in my romantic relationships. I was terrified of being left. My fear of abandonment led me to act in ways that are still hard for me to admit. Anxiously awaiting a phone call, driving to see if he was where he said he would be, asking him repeatedly if he loved me. At the time, I couldn't have told you any of that because I wouldn't have been able to admit it to myself. At the core, we lie to ourselves because we don't have enough psychological strength to admit the truth and deal with the consequences that will follow. That said, understanding our self-deception is the most effective way to live a fulfilling life. For when we admit who we really are, we have the opportunity to change.
All right, so let's look at some quotes based on honesty. I was never more hated than when I tried to be honest, or when, even as just now, I tried to articulate exactly what I felt to be the truth. No one was satisfied. That was from Ralph Ellison's book, Invisible Man. Have the courage to say no. Have the courage to face the truth. Do the right thing because it is right. These are the magic keys to living your life with integrity. W. Clement Stone. To believe in something and not to live it is dishonest. That was Mahatma Gandhi. Be honest about where you are so that you can get to where you want to be. Joyce Myers. Honesty is more than not lying. It is truth-telling, truth-speaking, truth-living, and truth-loving. James E. Faust. So we're going to have self-work each week. You're going to read, watch, reflect. So these items can be downloaded in the classroom folder for this class. Just use the classroom number and the link provided to you when you signed up. So the readings. The readings are short, insightful, and thought-provoking. And sometimes you might have to read it more than once so that you can get more out of it the second time around. I know I do. Watching. Same thing with the videos. They're short, insightful, thought-provoking. And as with the reading, same thing with the videos. You might have to watch it a second time. And lastly, the reflection. Well, this is the first self-reflection for your Road to Recovery journal. So after the thoughtful reflection on the readings, questions, and the videos, write down your answers and your reflections. Sharing. Now this is totally voluntary, but you can share your journal entry by uploading it to your private group, which is in the Crystal Village community. Okay, share your answers, or you can just share your takeaways. Download. You can download all the assignments for each week, and they're available in the Google Classroom folder that we have available. Upload. If you want to upload your journal entries or your takeaways from the classroom, you can put them in the folder, or you can actually upload them to the private group folder at the MAATcrystalvillage.com. Thank you. That's the end of week 1 on honesty. I hope you got a lot out of this session. Feel free to contact us anytime. Doesn't matter what the question is, what the comments are. Dr. Malo at MAAT University.org. You can post your questions, comments, or concerns in a private group, which is preferable, at the MAATcrystalvillage.com. If you haven't signed up for an account, you can go ahead. It's free to join.